Hey everybody, Shadow Dragon here. Welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a fun little video, and it's a little bit different from what I normally do. So today's video is an educational video with some gameplay against bots. You know, you guys' absolute favorite here. So what I can do, you can see I have loadouts here labeled 1 through 8. So what I did was I took what I believe are the lowest recoil weapons um, in the game, and I built them out a certain way that I think you guys will enjoy, and I think that us casual players can thrive with these builds. So I've played with these guns a lot. You can see that that has platinum, that has platinum, that has platinum. You know, those have platinum. That's still gold. Working on getting that platinum, platinum, platinum. So you see, I've taken my time and I've used these guns and fought with these guns a lot to get them gold and then get the platinum. So I've had a bunch of different iterations of these guns, and this is the final build really until they nerf, you know, high velocity rounds or whatever. This is the builds that I settled on. So what these builds are is we took the guns with low recoil. There's a couple of exceptions, but the guns with low recoil that have a barrel that give you bullet velocity, damage range increase, and recoil control bonuses. So the kind of 3-in-1 packages. Most of the guns have those. So they usually give a pretty significant recoil control reduction, so that way it makes it easier. So what we've done is we've eliminated an underbarrel that slows it down, and we've replaced them with high velocity. And this is the first example is the M4 here. So we got whatever optic you feel comfortable with. I like this SZ Lone Wolf optic. You'll see it on every single one of my long range weapons, and this is why. We do get a zoom, okay? We get a zoom here, but you can see we have a blue dot, which is really clutch because that's so clean, and it lets me hit my targets without, with pretty much with ease. So we tune it for aim down sight and farthest eye position. That's every single gun. Okay, so I'm going to show you that now, and then we'll ignore it for the rest. And then for most of our guns, we run a 60, 50, or 45 round mag, whatever the maximum amount is. So we got high velocity. On this gun specifically, I have it tuned for recoil smoothness and recoil steadiness just to give us a little bit extra. And then we got the X10 ported. The M4 has mostly straight up vertical recoil, so it goes up and then it starts veering off to the right. So with the X10 ported, we get 27% vertical recoil control and 10% horizontal recoil control. You can find the stats that I named today, you can find at truegamedata.com. And he has all the data mined statistics for each weapon and each attachment in his system, thanks to sim.gg would be the other site. So for the X10 ported, we tune recoil stabilization and recoil control. And then for the high tower barrel, we tune damage range and recoil steadiness. Now, you could, if you wanted to, tune for aim down sight instead to kind of make it a little less slow, but it is up to you what you want to do there. But this is majority how we build almost every single weapon that we have, except for the TAC V. So this is what I was talking about as an exception. So the TAC V, we get the 60 round mag, high velocity ammo, this time tuned for damage range and bullet velocity. The X10 ported, once again, recoil stabilization and recoil control. And then we have the Tundra Pro barrel. So this one does not give us any sort of recoil control, but it increases our damage range significantly and our bullet velocity pretty significantly. I'm not sure the exact stats on this, or I'd give them to you because I'm a stat junkie. I just don't have it prepared at the moment. I just know that it's quite significant. So we tune it for recoil steadiness to get some of it, and then we tune for aim down sight speed to make it a little less slow. And then we use the FSS OLV laser, which gives us a huge benefit to sprint to fire and aim down sight, and it gives us some stability as well. So we tune that for sprint to fire and aim down sight speed. And then obviously the high velo, I think I went over that already. But yeah, so this, and you'll see I'm going to do like a small demonstration gameplay. This is one of the weapons that I'll use, and no recoil. I can rip you off a heady, no problem with this build. So the next one is the M13. This is a lot of people's favorite gun um, back from Warzone, the first Warzone, and there's still a lot of people that love using the M13. So with this build, we run high velocity as well. This one's tuned again damage range and bullet velocity. X10 ported, once again, recoil stabilization, recoil control, and then the echelon barrel, recoil steadiness, and aim down sight speed just to get a little bit of that back. This one does still have like a little bit of recoil, like a little bit more vertical recoil than other guns, and I think it's just because of the fast fire rate, so you just got to pull down on your thumbstick a little bit more. Or if you're on mouse and keyboard, just pull down a little bit more. The next is going to be the Lockman 556. This gun is an absolute missile. Shoots lasers, missiles, everything. It's probably the best AR in the game right now. 60 round mag, lone wolf optic, or whatever optic you feel comfortable with. So we got the Lockman Rat Barrel tuned for recoil steadiness and for damage range. Then we have the X10 ported once again, recoil stabilization and recoil control. And then high velo tuned damage range and bullet velocity. And then the next one on this list is the STB. This is probably one of the faster killing ones on this list. So the STB actually has a better TTK than the Lockman 556 and also has very little recoil. But the problem is it only has a 42 round mag, and with the health increase, you're going to be reloading after every kill. So probably not viable outside of solos, maybe duos, but it's still a very good weapon, really fun weapon. If you're playing Plunder or Vandal Lockdown, this weapon's really, really fun because obviously if you die, you just respawn and you just come back and you kill the guy. So high velocity ammo tuned for recoils or damage range and bullet velocity. Extend ported once again. This time is not. That's weird. So we tune it recoil stabilization, recoil control, the FTAC FB20, which also isn't tuned. That's weird. So you try to tune it up and you can see it doesn't help. So we'll just leave that there and we'll tune it for damage range. And then the Lone Wolf optic once again. And then we have the Cast Off 545 Lone Wolf 60 round mag, high velo tuned for damage range and bullet velocity. And then we got the Komodo Heavy on this one. So this is the difference. Another difference is with the Komodo Heavy. So the Cast Off 545 has more horizontal recoil than it does vertical recoil. So what happens is the first like 5 or 6 shots go straight up, and then it starts turns sharply to the right. It just kind of goes up at a weird diagonal angle there. So we use the Komodo Heavy to make that straighten out, and that gives us 27% horizontal recoil control, and I think 10% vertical, if I remember correctly, or 7% vertical, one of the two. But yeah, that's how we tune that. And then the IGK30 406mm barrel tuned for recoil steadiness and for damage range. And number 7 is going to be the ISO Hemlock. Do not recommend using this gun. It's not competitive anymore. It's a good gun, but you know it's somewhere between C and B tier. It's not the greatest, but it is so accurate. Like if you can get if you can get some headshots in the mix, it can still, hold its own. And being as accurate as it is, your practical TTK is going to be a bit in line with the rest of the guns that maybe, kill faster, but they're not as accurate. But same build, you get the Lone Wolf and then the 45 round mag, high velo tuned damage range and below velocity, X10 ported because the recoil on the ISO is all vertical. So recoil stabilization, recoil control, and then the Fielder T50, tuned for recoil steadiness and for damage range. The last one is the only LMG on this list because it's the only one that has a sufficient barrel for this. So it's the Bruins Silver Series barrel, so we got the Stip 40 grip, and I tuned that for aim down sight speed and then aiming stability. Then there's the high velo ammo, damage range, bullet velocity. Tempest GH50 is your ported thing. We tune that for aim down sight speed and recoil control. And then the Bruin Silver Series barrel, which we tune for recoil steadiness and for damage range. So that's going to do it as I went through all the loadouts. I probably didn't have to. Honestly, I could have just done like the Socken, the M4, and then, the Scar and the AK, since, everything else is pretty much the same. But I'm gonna do a quick little stupid little gameplay. We're gonna do free for all, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try to be at range from the rest of the bots, and I'm gonna show you um, how these guns perform. At a range where you have to have good recoil control to really down your opponent. So I'm gonna throw since this is multiplayer and there's no longer damage against armor, it's just a minimum and a maximum, so there's a damage cap in Warzone. So what I'm gonna do is, just because it's stupid as all get up, I'm not gonna put armor on any of the bots, but I'm gonna increase the health to 300, so that way you get that kind of feel. But just know that, when I hit headshots with some of these weapons, the multiplier isn't as high for that in Warzone now, because there is a damage cap which hurts headshots. It hurts more skilled players that shoot well than it does, bots. So, but anyways, without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the gameplay. Welcome to the gameplay, everybody. I just want to show you guys something real quick. So what I did was I took the top 5 ones. So we're going to use the TAC 56, the Lockman 556, the STB 556, the Cast Out 545, and then the Socket MG in this one. And I have all the bots. I have it set max bots, 300 health. We're doing it on Turok because I know that I can kind of use the outskirts of the map and then shoot inwards. So let's get it on, man. Let's get this game going. I know it's going to be kind of stupid, though, just because, bad internet connection and they're bots, so they're going to aimbot me with their snipers and shit. It's going to be fun. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of fun shit here. So we're going to start with the TAC 56 and its iron sight. I can't do that. Oh, damn. Like I was just cheating right there.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
So now we're gonna move on to the next loadout. What? What? I'm so confused.
No effect on target.
Nope. Whoa, what the fuck? Why did it take so long for you to die, brother? Oh, of course I died to a fucking Signal 50, bro. This game is so fucking whack, man. That gun's so busted.
UAV is bingo fuel.
more kill, and then we'll move on to the next weapon.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Also, use your aim assist.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
That's 2 kills with that. Can I have my gun back? Whatever. I don't know how the fuck I almost died there, but...
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting
Oh
the AO.
shit. Alright, one more kill, we'll move on to the next weapon.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
You know what? Oh, no fucking way.
Enemy KIA confirmed.
I won't count that one.
Ready to deploy.
Alright, one more. I don't know how the fuck you survived that long. Jesus. Let's kill this motherfucker real quick.
Quite ready to fire mission.
And then finally the stock and MG.
Bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
Copy that. Mortar strike inbound.
We got a couple more kills, and then we'll call it good.
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the AO.
I want to get a kill at the F-Tac siege here.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Ah, motherfucker. You dumb bitch. I still got you.
Strike on the
Didn't
way.
miss a shot there. All right, one more kill, boys, and then we'll call it good.
No effect on target.
Ready to deploy.
Call that a wall bang, too. All right, one more.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Holy shit. What the fuck ever, dude? Where's my aim assist? You don't get aim assist against bots. I just want you guys to remember that.
RTB at this time.
Alright, guys. We're on a long ride. Here it is, guys. Your favorite outro where I, inspect the gun and talk in the firing range. Sorry about the repetitiveness. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was educational. And um, I like doing videos like this from time to time, just to show you guys, some alternatives to, the big streamers where they just want to be like, oh yeah, just use this, this, and this is the best, or there's nothing better. Uh, you know, better is kind of in the hands of the person holding the weapon. To be fair, um, what might feel good um, for one streamer might not feel good for one of his, you know, the people that are trying to use their guns because they see them just kicking everybody's butt with it. So um, obviously, the same goes for me. If the gun doesn't feel good to you and you have your own build and you feel more comfortable with it, then by all means, definitely keep your build. But these are just some alternatives that have, better damage range, better bullet velocity, even, and faster ADS, and have like zero recoil. So that's the whole point of this. I wanted to reach out to all the casual community that's there. That's myself. That's the people, my people. You guys are my peoples. All right, I support you. I love you, and I'm just trying to make videos that specifically tailor to you guys. Now, if players that are goaded come to my video and they see a build and they're like, oh, dude, this build's fire. Let me get on this. Then by all means, I'm good with the goaded players too. Love it. Um, but this is just the style of video that I like to do. I like to do educational things, like to help put a better gun in the hands of a casual player, so maybe they can up their game up a little bit and bump up to the next, take their game to the next level. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. I get all my stats once again from True Game Data and from sim.gg. So if you have any questions or you want to see more of the stats, go ahead and visit their websites. Shout out to Tony at True Game Data, and I honestly don't know who's behind Sim.gg, but shout out to those guys for doing a fantastic job at giving us all this information. Make sure you like the video, comment. I want to start a series where I either play with or reshape viewer builds. So if you have a build that you love and you want me to try, leave it in the comments. Or you can drop it in my Discord, which you can get to by going to my YouTube's main page, and in my bio, there's a link to my Discord. So I might just pin it in the comments, then invite to it, and that way you guys can watch it down there. So make sure you join my Discord. Building, trying to build a large casual community so we can play games together, whether it's Resurgence, whether it's Battle Royale, whether it's ranked play, whether it's um, Plunder, or when Plunder's gone, we have some other LTM, whatever you want to do, whoever you want to play, whatever you want to play. My goal is to have a community that will play with you guys, and you guys can get better together. So make sure you join the Discord. Um, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell notice, so that way you can get notice for when I post these videos for you guys, or the rare occasion that I actually go live on YouTube. So just make sure you're subscribed to get all that fun stuff, and maybe catch a laugh or two or learn something, and that's the goal here. So um, with that being said, that'll be the end of the video, and I'll love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.